Hello. I've completely forgotten about turning the shadows back on after the Korban cave when the game was crashing, and I think that's why the cursor, the mouse cursor on the screen was completely black instead of blue. I hope it will be fixed now that I'm editing it, but during gameplay I have no idea yet. Of course, that also lowered the graphical fidelity of this game, and that's very important, of course. So there we are. I turned it back on, so we're gonna tackle different topics soon enough, but it seems like we're gonna move in and get verbally assaulted. It's gonna be a freestyle battle soon enough. No? Oh, they're not fighting at all. Well, I'll take it as... Oh, yeah, yeah? No? Okay. Malak, you're looking a bit different. Strange. You really like your grey cape, but I don't think you should have... Well, we really rarely get to hang out with Malak, so I don't remember what would be... What his shoes would be. Also... It seems like his shirt, I'm gonna go with shirt, I don't know what that is, jacket, shirt, top, looks the same both from front and back. So it looks weird because it seems like he's got pecs here. It's a bit shorter, okay, alright. Yeah, but totally looks like two more pecs. It was weird, that totally threw me off. Especially since he's got this tassel in the front and in the back. So he just looks like his whole head is turned 180 degrees. Anyway, so they're not gonna be fighting us. Good. Looks like we're basically there. Here and now, we can at last end this war once and for all. Yeah, I got through those words. Right, so anyway, I want to go back to when I was talking about why you should play this game and how it's like Baldur's Gate 3. So of course you should play this game because it's got good story. And what about the gameplay? Well, the gameplay is niche. You know what else was niche in recent years? Soulsborne. That was niche, that was weird, that was Japanese, and everyone loves it now. How about you love this one as well? It's a niche game, it's a niche gameplay, but that's not to say that it doesn't have a niche. And on top of that, the game, what is the game about? Well, it's about the story, it's about the characters, but the gameplay is about your number go up. You can level up, you can get more strength, you can see more damage, you can get more crystal, get it to make more damage, you can get force powers, get wisdom, make it deal more damage or more often because they'll fail the saving throws. It's about number go up, just like Soulsborne. This game is basically Soulsborne. Maybe it's not as difficult, but it is as playable as number go up. Do they do anything? Man, he's got a big bridge here, doesn't he? Right, let's deal with this finally, because we've been rushing to get him for a while now. Oh look, oh man, that looks like, obviously it's not the 3D models. We have to, you know, protect our... Oh, so they're staying there over there. They removed them from my party altogether. That was smooth. Okay. Oh, they've got Leviathans already. All right. Anyway, it has to be sprites because the game is meant for older computers, so we can't strain it too much. That's the reasonable assessment or assumption that it will work on worse computers. At worst case scenario, so you have to take that into consideration. Oh hey, equipment box. We should steal that. Steal what's in it, really. Right, I don't think we're gonna need that. But if it's gonna end up being just like Malak combat, then they might throw all our force powers away. I'm gonna have to see. And so they had to draw sprites, but those sprites... I mean, the ship design is unique, but it's fucking flat. Like, this got shading, right? So there's perspective play here on these angles, but the front, it's just like when you draw things from the profile when you're a child. It's like something like this got perspective right here, right? Because there are the front cannons here. and the nose is a bit turned towards us compared to the back end that's turned away from us. Or maybe it's just more detailed. They were trying to do something, and of course Mandalorian fleet is unique, they've got their own designs, but it doesn't look that good. Alright. Enough this React channel content. Let's kill the Mandalore. Man, don't get shot in your bridge. Don't get rammed with a ship in your bridge, 'cause you'll be fucking dead. Hello.
Magnificent, isn't it? This is warfare in its most purest of forms, a battle fought by warriors whose hatred for one another has cleansed their minds of lesser passions and focused all their energies towards a single undeniable urge, the urge to destroy each other. There is much honor to be found in such a battle, and to a Mandalorian, honor is what drives us. Honor is what feeds our existence with purpose and meaning. To a Mandalorian, honor is and always has been everything.
He's got his back to us, by the way. Now he turned around, of course.
Welcome to the Battle of Mandalore 5, Revan. We meet at last.
Man, he's supposed to be wearing this orange helmet with the T slit for eyes and nose, essentially. But it's like, it's a little bit like a Spider-Man helmet. Spider-Man, of course, has a mask, but helmet with like those strings going radially from in between his eyes. But thanks to my shaders, unfortunately, apparently, it's just all black because there isn't enough light over there. That didn't... oh well. It's an experience, and I'm experiencing it as well. Oh well. Ray tracing, by the way, I still use a shader for ray tracing. It doesn't really work, does it? I wouldn't say so. This meeting is long overdue. We've got a lot of lines here. I doubt they'll be much different from one another. This meeting is long overdue. I expected to have killed you sooner. It seems our reputations have preceded us. Many of your kinsmen, kin would be enough, have already fallen to my lightsaber, Mandalore. It is a fate that you too will share. The pleasure is all mine. This meeting was inevitable, Mandalore. Here at Mandalore 5, at last you will die. Yeah, that doesn't really convey much different things. Long overdue. Wanted to do it sooner. This is nothing. That doesn't say anything. Follow my fate you will too share, so I wanna kill you. The pleasure is all mine. Being courteous. I can't really say. I don't know what the plan was. Of course it is to get the enemy down as soon as possible, and I don't know if we haven't attacked the Mandalore right away, because there's a difference between the Mandalore as a position like the president and Mandalore, which is the name of their fucking planet. Yeah, someone made that choice. Or shouldn't it be with like a apostrophe somewhere? It's not like it changes how you read it, but so I don't know when we learned that we should kill Mandalore, and only then the war will end, and now we're here. Let's go with 3, I guess. Many of your kinsmen have already fallen to my lightsaber, Mandalore. It is a fate that you too will share.
Mandalorians, the Republic, both are civilizations fighting over territory, resources, and ideologies. We are creatures bound by our own desire to expand our sphere of influence beyond the sanctuary of our own borders.
This is apologetics.
It is in this desire to force our truths upon the peoples of the galaxy that our war was born from. War is the ultimate test for any civilization, for in it one finds definition.
You just want war.
Revan, you of all people know this to be truth. In this war you sought purpose, you sought definition, and through your methods, through the millions you have sacrificed in your pursuit of victory, you found that definition. You, Revan, you are a Mandalorian in all but name.
Right, like I said, and kept saying, they just want war. They want to test themselves. They trained their whole life, and the war is the ultimate test. So let's not pretend that they're doing it because they got just so cramped somewhere over there and they don't have enough farmlands anymore, so they have to conquer the entire Republic. Like, it wouldn't solve anything if Republic laid down and died, because the people would remain and they still live there and farm lands and eat. So it's not like you're gaining lands that are not in use already. Apologetics, obviously. The story with Revan's helmet, something about a woman's helmet, and he picked it up and decided to fight for things. I don't remember that. Well, maybe it will be in the description. And I'm mentioning that because of the Revan and Mandalorian all but name. Yeah, you would know, right? I'm carrying the helmet because I made some vows about all this in the war, in the atrocities the war has brought. And also, Revan's plans are more complex than, oh yeah, I see your play. I'm gonna raise and I'm gonna meet you at that play because I really like war as well. No, not really. Revan was the only man that could. So he got up and fought you because he wanted to save people actually from atrocities of war. Otherwise you wouldn't have stopped, as I already talked about. You're not here for just the land to expand, you're here to just war for the test. Canderous also will tell you all about that. So it's not like I'm making it up. I'm pretty sure I'm legit on that. I've got sources. My source is that I made it the fuck up. Right, Mandalore? Right. So the plan is honest or like good, something like that, moral, ethical. What I'm doing is ethical. It's war in defense, not in aggression like you're doing. And second, the plans are more complex than just having a war. And it's not even about turning to the dark side. We've seen more things coming, and we need to defeat this. Then we're gonna see, or we've already seen. And then we're gonna have plans about that. We are the Dark Knight. We took up the mantle for someone to hate so that they can unite. You know all this already, or if you don't, you know. I am your gateway for this drug. Yeah, so we've seen the greater threat coming. So we needed to unite Republic and teach them how to war. If there is no Revan anymore, to war for them. Republic needs to be united and strong on its own, not just under Revan. So there's that. And it will happen later too, so it's... Of course, Mandalorian is talking out of his ass. His source is that he made it all the fuck up. Right. You see what is not there, Mandalore, exactly. Yes, I do what is necessary to achieve my goals, nothing more. And it's vague enough that we can play it as dark side, as thinking ahead, as really actually using war to gain more experience, to get more levels, and practice our force powers, of course. These are the delusions of a desperate mind, Mandalore. I am no Mandalorian. Just, in essence, in intention, denying what Mandalore says and distancing yourself from it, so that's not too bad of a choice so far. Those are delusions created by a defeated mind, Mandalore. You search for answers where there are none. You seek justifications where there is only slaughter. And you fight to clench a victory that is already beyond your grasp. Somewhat, if you're going for paragonship. Yeah, well, I take that back. When you've got all three of them, they don't differ that much, because this is distancing yourself from what he said completely, especially when he called you a Mandalorian as well. He's giving you a courtesy. He thinks highly of you, but you don't, so that's fine. Delusions, search for answers, you seek justifications, there is only sort of... This is bad, the third line is bad, because it shows that Revan doesn't understand Mandalorians. Because as I've talked, and my source is Canderous, not that I've made it the fuck up, is that they are here for the slaughter, but not just to slaughter, not to just see suffering, to test themselves and their training, finally against someone. Yeah. Clinch victory, and he's not here for a victory either. He's here to win or lose, just to get the battle, to get the fight, to define himself, to leave a legacy, to be remembered and to test his skill. But I'm gonna go with one, since that's actually reasonable and distinct enough. You see what is not there, Mandalore. I do what is necessary to achieve my goals, nothing more.
Revan, you have brought great honor to yourself and to your once spineless republic. We are enemies, but at heart we are both warriors. And as a warrior, I have come to respect you for the strength you have shown through your actions on the battlefield. It is why I now extend my hand to you in friendship. At heart, you are of the Mandalore.
No, you don't.
Brave battle, and our way grants you purpose. It satisfies a hunger that not the Republic nor even the Jedi could satisfy. We embrace your desire for war and see it for what it truly is, strength. Think of the feats we could accomplish together, Revan. With I as Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians, and you, Revan, my chief strategist, we could lead the galaxy into a new age of prosperity and triumph. A galaxy fueled by the might of the Mandalorian war machine, bringing a period of strength and expansion like no other. Revan, we can shape a new Mandalorian golden age. What say you? Will you renounce your loyalties to the Republic and to the Jedi? Will you begin anew, a greater being? Will you join me?
So not only do I think, not looking at the text yet, I think not only will we not be granted the option to join, first off, but second, I also think the Mandalore wouldn't offer us the ability to join him. Not only is he losing, that's one thing. Second, Revan, he's already amassed an army, and will again, so he can do it himself, so he doesn't need you. And thirdly, you're not here to convince him to do anything. You're here to wage war and to have the battle. These are the leaders of the factions here. It's gonna be one-to-one combat to finally see who's the strongest and end the war. This isn't about convincing him to join you. Completely don't agree with this scene. And there was one more thing. Alright, why are we having this discussion? Revan can just show up and form incredibly strong force bonds with everyone, so I can just blink or just will it to be, so that Mandalorian just gives up. The Mandalore just gives up. Mandalore just gives up. Because he'll be influenced by my force powers, without even me trying. Now, someone could argue, Solomon specifically could argue, no, but he uses words to do that. So, again, is it force powers, is it force bonds, or just persuasion, or just charisma, or just good arguments? Can you differentiate between that? Can you distinguish one from another? I've already tried. I already laid down my case for you, so please do decide. Come back to that and leave a comment here, of course. And of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and subscribing and sharing it with your friends, so that we can grow stronger. Because the algorithm's just doing weird shit. It's lying dormant for 3 days, and at 4th day it picks up, and it picks up thousands of impressions. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. I feel valuable. I have my own plans for the galaxy, Mandalore. You know this. I serve no one, least of all you. This is kind of showing our hand in one, but also plays into what we said at the beginning, saying we achieve our goals. That's it. No matter if it's war, no matter what the goals are. So I definitely have goals. Like, we win war and then what? Retirement? We're still young. We can still pick up more force powers, I guess, or experience anyway. Go into epic levels anyway. But the second one, I serve no one, least of all you. This is more personal to me, so I'm gonna go with that. I serve no one, least of all you.
Then you will die here, and all that you fought to defend, to reclaim, will be destroyed. There will be a Mandalorian golden age, Revan, an age fueled by conquest and defined through war. It will be a haven for warriors, the one place where our cravings for battle will forever be satisfied. The judgment is decided. Our battle will mark the end of one age and the beginning of another. Long have I sought to test my skills against you, Revan. Rejoice. Ours will be a glorious combat. Prepare yourself.
So yeah, we definitely didn't get the option to join, is one thing. Second, dude, are you gonna fight me or just fan me? This brings a new meaning to the word fanboy. Right, so we're gonna have to fight him. I know how strong he is. I'm sorry that his head is black, it should be orange. Shaders. I thought it would work. It's a risk I took. Oh well, it can't pan out every time. I'm gonna go with Plague first, to lower his physical defenses. Second, he's not a Jedi, so he shouldn't be resistant to force powers. But I'm gonna go with Kill, cause that will just stun him, and it's a single combat, so I don't have to control a crowd. Thirdly, it's interesting the way Revan stands. He's just like a bit sideways, bit ready to just leave because it's not good enough for him. Like he's above it, and he's standing sideways, looking at him, giving him the side eye, and going, "Yeah, whatever. You do whatever you want here. I'm not needed here. You're just gonna fucking kill yourself." That's how bad you are at this. I don't care. Are you sure about that? Just like leaning over a little bit. Yeah, that's how I imagine this scene totally. And as long as he doesn't kill us in a few hits, we're gonna win in 3 strikes, in 3 moves. Of course that works, because it requires saving throw of 100. Saved. That's only saved, so we're just gonna press that advantage. I can hardly see my hit points. Oh, we already miss most of them. He's holding his throat. Show feedback. Kill, force points. Mandalore the Ultimates, 42 save. Failure, 30. 4 plus base 26. Versus DC 36, at least there's that. Man, his bonus is 26, dude. Fucking ridiculous. But we got him, anyway. So, since we are Sith, and at this point I'm just gonna heal off of him. He might resist, but that's for half damage only. Right, looks like he's getting better, so let's try kill again. Saved, health is still good. Oh no, fuck, shit. I should have lined up more. Yeah, there we go, another kill went in, so more healing. He won't survive long enough for us to heal ourselves. He could have killed us with this attack, because it's free, they decided it can do that. And like I said, just...
A glorious combat, Revan.
Easy.
I yield before your power. You are the superior warrior.
Glorious? For me it was just Thursday. You are no more, Mandalorian. Your feeble techniques are nothing when compared to the Force. Did you truly believe you could defeat me, Mandalorian? No. You can no more defeat me than you can the madness which has poisoned your mind. It's cool up until he starts calling him mad. We understand Mandalorian culture, and I think Revan would as well. So I'm gonna it doesn't matter again, so we can headcanon freely. Also, I still didn't figure out the way to save the Trandoshan with dark side points. So anyway, so we can figure out our own thing. So also, he calls him Mandalorian, not Mandalore, which would be denigrating, I think, because you're just one of the Mandalorians. You're not the boss anymore. You're just one of the guys. You lost. Interesting if it's deliberate, but I'm not gonna give them that credit and vote of confidence. So I'm gonna go. Did you truly believe you could defeat me, Mandalorian? No. You can no more defeat me than you can something. Not with your feeble techniques, which are nothing compared to the Force. Something like that. I'm gonna, just for safety, I'm gonna go with first.
I may be defeated, but as long as a single Mandalorian lives, as long as a new Mandalore is chosen, we will survive.
Sure. Also, that's not to say Mandalorians wouldn't have a place in a larger galactic society, I think. They want war, they want fights. I think and they pick up jobs as mercenaries or security guards. So I think policing work would be good for them. They would have their own. They would have a fleet. They would fight pirates. That seems like a thing they would do. and will benefit society, would be a part of society, and everything could be fine. They could be glorious and shit. They could bring less forces to fight the pirates than they have to have a tougher fight, and they can still win that too. Apparently, well, supposedly, if they're so well versed and have such a prowess in combat, we could have a cake and eat it too. Mandalore, you're a crude beast, forged through countless crusades of murder. The blood on your hands has blinded you from the truth. Your complete destruction is not necessary. You have served your purpose. Would that spare him? And I understand the thing, but it's not exactly murder, that's a legal term. We can go into it. Leave a comment. Blinded you from the truth. It's not that he's not right, as long as there is one Mandalorian, the Mandalorian survived. I don't know if it's a species matter of religion. Just like being a Jew, right? Because what is white? Anyway. It's not that he's wrong, and I don't want to spare him. So I'm gonna go with one, and we're gonna headcanon it as yeah, you've been defeated, and now your fate must be sealed. Get killed with my kill, something like that. Force choke him, lightning strike him, ultimate power. Mandalore the ultimate power, a lightning strike, everything fits. Let's go with one.
Do not think to hide your true nature from me, Revan. I see the truth within you. I see it within your combat, within the tactics you employ on the battlefield, and within the countless lives, both Mandalorian and of your own Republic, that will be lost this day to further your own agenda.
This actually should have been commas.
You do not fight to save the Republic, nor to defend its people. You are like Ulek Queldroma, like Exarchon. Within you I see the teachings of the Sith.
No, pick your tools for the situation. You're not taking prisoners, so why should we? That's not a moral excuse. You shouldn't, but that's not to say that you can't press harder or things like that. They can't be guilty of war crimes, and you could be using underhanded tactics that are still not illegal, instead of just stooping to war crimes and, for instance, bombing hospitals. But you don't have to let them run away or something like that. So, yeah, pull your head out of your ass. Are you looking for the source there? Without your illusions, without your lies, at last you see. His illusions? He sees? Of course you see. He sees? Of course you see, of course. I have stripped away your illusions and brought you truth. A truth that no one, not even you, Mandalore, can reject. I'm gonna go with that. I'm all about the truth and showing them that I'm right.
Your soldiers, your allies, the Mandalorians, they were all used by you as tools and then discarded. Each battle, each victory, it was never about the joy of battle, the urge to destroy us, or achieving honor through conflict. Terris, Duxon, Elthir, and now Malachor, in each of these massacres committed against my people, committed against your own people, always was your objective the same.
Object?
You sought to bring the men and women who followed you to war under your influence, to control them, to use them, all of them, to fulfill your own agenda.
Not exactly. Again, we're trying to reinforce the theme that the mod is trying to go for, where we just form those bonds. Again, why are we forming a bond with Mandalore here? Why do we have to fight? Why didn't I just convince him by just showing up? Why didn't I thank him from a distance to agree with me and give up? Yeah, the goal might be in the future to, like, I'm not sure if we already know or we will know, but talking vaguely, oh, for your own goals, yeah, like my goal currently, it's fine. My goal can be saving the Republic from you. This is war, and you're the aggressor. We win, and things are good now, for us at least, because we are in the right. We're defending ourselves, so that's fine, vaguely. And we don't have to explain ourselves to him, telling him, no, I'm honest, and I'm good, and Republic deserves this chance, and you're the aggressor, and you're illegal, and I'm legal, and shit like that. We don't have to explain ourselves. We already won. The victors write the history, right? Know this, Mandalorian. Your eyes may now have been opened to truth. Not the truth, but even now you will only ever see what I have allowed you to see. What you need to see to complete your role in this war. That sounds about right, and in line with what I explained. Vagueness. Know this, you only see what I have allowed you to see, what your role requires you to see, nothing more. Same, but with less words. Very nice, yeah. Good writing, different option, role-playing, I'm totally doing that. You do not know the whole truth, just enough for you to complete your role. And the same thing, but even less words. I like the laconic way of speaking, even though it might not seem, but this is content, so I have to throw in some words at you. Going with 3. You do not know the whole truth, just enough for you to complete your role.
Then Revan, I ask of you, from one warrior to another, what remains for my role in this war?
Death. There is only death for you and suffering for your people. Canderous, look! In the Mandalorian Wars, Revan chose to embody our enemy's own philosophy, in turn showing them their own weaknesses, before exploiting them. To the rest of the galaxy, Malachor served as the final annihilation of the Mandalorian threat, the moment where the heroic Jedi Knight at last claimed victory in the name of the Republic and all of its peoples. But to the Jedi Knights who delivered that victory, Malachor was not the end. Malachor was merely another beginning. And Canderous. Solomon, you once told me that in war we can find ourselves, or redefine ourselves. The Mandalorian Wars, we were all of us redefined by circumstance. We're giving a speech there, but you... More important is the girl. Because when we fought on the battlefields of the Outer Rim, amongst the screams, the explosions and death, it was circumstance which forced upon us a choice. Embrace war and all of its horrors, or die and fail in our most basic of duties as Jedi. Oh no! He's right! Or is he that black? Because it looks like he doesn't have a mask on anymore. Because we can discern a nose. This choice was faced by all those who had followed Revan. I faced it in Malachor, and what I believed to be my decision changed me forever. Yet I see now that the Mandalorian my fate has already been sealed. Wasn't there supposed to be a corpse lying there? And how do you know that you don't have a strong force bond with Solomon? I was once Revan's experiment, a being in which over the course of Mandalorian Wars the limitations of manipulation through the use of force bonding were tested upon. No. Keep telling yourself that. On that bridge, as Revan sealed the fate of the Mandalorians, I see now that every choice I made, including the one at Malachor, was never choice at all, but instead fate. A fate determined by Revan, an illusion of free will shaped by the manipulations he wrought through our force bond. And by accepting without question these illusions as choice, I encouraged my own dependence on the force bond, and by extension, Revan himself. Did she just stab herself in the face with lightsaber? And when it was only Revan that mattered, everything else became irrelevant. Even my identity, the only thing which still linked me to my past, was discarded. The point of no return had been passed, and I was Chaname no longer. Did you just cut your own legs off? And mine as well. I became a servant of Revan's will. I became his shadow.